This place. I also think a lot of this stuff should have been saved for the second game. Because, like, it didn't end up having basically anything to do. Like there, we come to this area too often in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
It's been about 6 months now since I was last here. But some things never change. Like the sense of foreboding I always seem to feel in this place. Oh! Doesn't seem to be bothering Iris at all, though. She's happily reading over there.
Too cute!
Oh, I love this place. I always find so many interesting books here.
Oh, those are Strongheart's books that you've been reading. I was forgetting that you've been here before. The time we came here 6 months ago. The times? When Susato-san was given the news that she was to return to Japan. I don't remember her wearing that outfit, but... In fact, I don't think I've ever seen Susato wearing that outfit.
I understand you wish to speak with me.
Oh, Lord Strongheart, I trust you've been keeping well?
Shh! I only have 19 minutes and 15 seconds until tea time. It's been since you arrived and requested an audience. It's been 4 hours, 32 minutes, and...
What? You freaked out about something?
With the Queen's death, it has locked a new quest in Skyrim that no one saw coming.
Okay.
It's got David Bowie.
Okay.
And 26 seconds. I've kept you waiting a while. My apologies.
Oh no, not at all. Like nothing more than standing around staring into space.
Good to know.
Good to know that doesn't appear to bother him at all. This is Lord Strongheart, male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of London. Totally not the villain of this game. He's the man who allowed me to start practicing as a defense lawyer when I arrived in Britain as a student. You need only savor the air for a moment in this grand office to understand his preeminent status.
As you will be aware, the Great Exhibition of London is now underway at last. We're extremely busy as a result, policing the grounds, guarding the new technologies, dealing with petty crime, and furthermore, as of next month, we shall open the International Forensic Science Symposium.
Oh, I've not heard about that.
Investigating authorities from 40 countries around the globe will be taking part, including from your own land. That's one more country than I thought even existed in this world. Forensic science is the future. The world must embrace it. I will change the world and erase its impurities.
Oh yeah, you're definitely evil.
What? No. As we're the hosting nation, I have much to do, and it is my highest priority. If others must wait for my attention as a result, so be it.
Well, it's nice to know where I stand.
So, you wish to consult with me? Of course, I can very well imagine what this is about.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting, my lord. I want to be allowed to start working as a defense lawyer again in court. I think I know the problem is Ryunosuke is kind of a wet noodle, and Susato is definitely the spice that adds to any interaction that those two have with other characters, and just not having Susato around makes Ryunosuke seem a lot more boring. That's what brought me here today. I'm recapping the thoughts that I had from one scene ago. There's actually something else playing on my mind as it happens.
Oh no, just take a deep breath and come out with it.
Alright, I'm gay.
Not that, silly Billy. That's not what I meant by coming out.
Well, good job.
Well, good for you, I suppose.
I actually came here today to ask for your permission.
Go on.
6 months ago, my right to work in court as a lawyer was revoked, and I was told to spend my time studying. Obviously, I'm very sorry for the trains. The thing is, It made me understand what it really means to defend somebody under the rules of a foreign justice system. And I desperately want to have another go. Please, permit me to enter the courtroom again. Hello?
Mr. Naruto,
Yeah? Here it comes.
I'm sure you haven't forgotten your position here, have you? You are needed to perform daily labor to make up for the absolute tragedy of the trains, the state of the train system that you left it in. You fucking enough of this bit, I suppose. At best, you are a substitute for your compatriot. This was never your intended role.
That's true. The Japanese government actually sent my best friend on this study tour, not me. It should have been Kazuma. He was so determined to bring change to our own justice system at home. That was his calling. If that tragic accident hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here in this office now. Mr. Asogi was my best friend, you see. That's why I can't leave it unfinished. I have to fulfill his calling for him.
His calling, you say? Has it never occurred to you that perhaps you know nothing of his true calling?
Sorry?
The mission with which that young law student was charged. What do you suppose it really was?
What do you mean? Mission? He's not making any sense.
Never mind. I've read all the reports you've submitted over the past 6 months. It's clear to me that you regret your actions and have been studiously obeying your revised instructions.
Do you mean...
As of this moment, I reinstate your license to practice law here in Great Britain.
Well, that was easy. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful news, Reno.
In fact, I believe I have the perfect case to mark your comeback. A curious affair. You'll consider it, I hope?
No, I'm bored and I don't like working. What about this forensic science symposium?
All sorts of conferences have been taking place around the world to coincide with the Great Exhibition, and next month, the largest and most important of them all will take place at last. Great Britain, of course, is the most important country. That's why we have the thing that I just said.
It does seem as though criminal investigation needs to embrace scientific methods, doesn't it?
Correct!
Ah!
The birds flew away.
London, the global epicenter of culture, science, and wealth, okay, now has a population exceeding 6 million. Sadly, crime in the capital is growing at a similarly startling rate. So it's imperative that we use the latest scientific methods to investigate and resolve cases as efficiently as possible.
Which is what's known as forensic science, isn't it?
Exactly! A future of policing. Regrettably, however, Britain is currently dragging its feet when it comes to the adoption of forensic methods.
Oh dear, that's alarming.
Exactly! It's extremely alarming. This is my character bit now. I just shout at random intervals. If I were Her Majesty's Attorney General, you can be sure.
Did London have a queen at this point? I think we talked about this before. It was like Queen Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody Victoria. What period of time would this have been? Okay, early 20th century, that's right. So I think it was Victoria. Because she was like... It's funny because we're not supposed to have a... I mean, not we, but England is not supposed to have a queen, and just whenever they have a queen, it's kind of a weird abnormality, and we don't address this because we've had a queen since the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was not queen at this time. I mean, it definitely depends on where you would say that this game takes place, because it's kind of questionably, like, it covers a lot of this early 20th century, but Queen Victoria died in 1901, so I'm just looking for her successor then. Edward. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, so Edward, I believe, was the... Let's see. I'm sure it's got it right here. Yeah, Edward was king for like 9 years. Then we got George V, who again was not there for very long, until the 30s. We had Edward the 8th. Then George VI, who was the husband of... Who was the husband of Elizabeth II. So yeah, so we had our last... Or not our, god damn it. George VI was king for... Fucking... How long is this? I can't do math right now. 6... Wow, only 16 years before dying. He was old though, is the thing. He was born in 1895, so he lived to be a good almost 60 years. Or actually, no, I would consider that kind of young. I mean, like, I actually kind of... Hold on. Oh, that makes me super uncomfy. Fucking... I don't care. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. She remarried. No, but I guess I never put this together before because I don't give a fuck about the British monarchy. But Queen Elizabeth II was 30 years younger than King Edward.
Mm-hmm.
Or George, sorry, not Edward. Edward's before him. George VI was... I have to know when they got married now. Oh!
Was she super young?
No! No, sorry, whoa, okay, no, sorry. What? No, sorry, whoa, okay, so I'm completely off. So King George V married Lady Elizabeth the First in 1923, and they had 2 daughters, one of whom was Elizabeth II. So why? Okay, I'm just confused. I just need to. He was beset by smoking-related health problems in the late years of his reign and died of a. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because it has to follow the family line, and he didn't have any sons, so just naturally it would go to his eldest daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't care honestly, but like I think they said that her oldest son won't take the throne because he's too old now. Like he said that he was not going to do it. Where are your children? I know you have a fuck ton of children. Charles III. Yeah, because he was born in the 40s. Nope, he's king now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oldest person to assume the throne at the age of 73. Holy fuck. I hate it here. I'm just... Honestly, if I am glad for one thing and one thing only, as I'm glad that I was born in America and not England. I feel like that's the one country I would have hated more to grow up in than America. America fucking sucks, but I think England might have been actually worse. I hate the fact that there's a monarchy still in 2022.
Oh, there's more than just England's monarchy.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about the others. Like, I know France has a monarchy, which is crazy to me because they actually only realized they still had a monarchy fairly recently. This was a whole big deal because, like, after the revolution, the French Revolution, they just didn't know where the monarchy went, and then they connected it eventually, like 100 years after that.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they technically have a monarchy, but they're like normal people. Nobody really gives a fuck because the French are pretty serious about their revolutions. They do not like the monarchy.
Okay, did you want to do a quota?
Yeah, sure.
Pick up inside or curbside?
Curbside. While you're doing that, I think I'll see, when was the last... Okay, there's two things. There's the expositions and the World's Fair. What? They're still doing World's Fairs? I didn't even know that.
When's the next one?
Apparently this year? Hold on. Let me just see. Yeah, they're still doing expos edition as well. I guess I just don't fucking hear about them because nothing... Okay, so the next one, just for the sake of this, it's gonna be in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The last one was supposed to be in 2020, but obviously that didn't work out. And it happened late 2021 and early this year. It was in Dubai. And of course Japan has the one after the next one.
Well, I mean, if we save up, we can probably take a trip to Japan.
Minneapolis is supposed to be the site of the expo for 2027, so maybe we'll be there. Maybe we'll be able to go to that one.
Maybe.
I mean, that'll be fun to just go to, because I know that was something that my parents went to. They went to the Atlanta Olympics back in 04 or 98, something like that. I just think that would be a fun thing to just do sometime in my life.
I kind of want to do this surf and turf bowl, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, don't get anything too expensive. We only have $25 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna look up something else right now. I should probably... My 19 minutes and 15 seconds are probably way past because I've been staring at Lord Strongheart's glorious face.
In the numbers of crimes committed and resolved in London would be very different to the current figures. And I can cite 12 solid arguments and 223 individual reasons to support my claim.
Sorry?
By way of apology for keeping you waiting earlier, I shall detail every one now.
What?
Oh, how fascinating!
It all began 15 years ago. I was...
Alright, did you have your food?
I did not yet.
Not yet.
Dots. 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 And that more or less sums up my feelings on the matter, in the simplest of terms, of course. Essentially, to formally establish a forensic investigation division within Scotland Yard. That is my mission.
Oh, right, yes, that's wonderful. I remember, and this is astounding, because I do not sleep. I am a fucking anxiety mess, and so I do not take naps. I've never been able to sleep midday. This will always sound out in my mind, but I remember when, I think it was probably just after I left high school, I think, my mom, my sister? No, this would have been when Emily was at Maryville, because I think it was a concert that she was doing, or something of that nature. It was just the Maryville college concert or something or other. But I was so fucking tired that day that I fell asleep in the middle of the performance, and a particularly loud note jolted me awake, and my mom, who was sitting right next to me, had to stifle a laugh in the middle of this performance, because I just got so... I can't even remember why I was so goddamn tired that day. Right, that's wonderful.
Exactly. Wonderful is precisely what it will be.
Iris isn't paying attention at all. She's got her nose in another book now. We're just a whole... Every protagonist in this game just has ADHD. Except Gina, for some reason.
How is it over? Did you learn anything useful?
I actually drifted off for the most part. Almost immediately, is funny enough. He's surprisingly ardent about forensic science. Oh, right. We still had this other thing to talk about. Fuck. You described it as a curious affair?
Yes, that's right. I believe it was reported in the press. Are you aware there was a serious accident at the Great Exhibition yesterday?
Oh, no?
Yes, I read about it. A professor from Germany tried to carry out a crazy experiment.
Oh boy, we get to defend another foreigner. I feel like this is a theme.
Let me see, how is it described? Super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, I think.
Does that make Gina the only person that is from England that we've defended in this series?
Our first guy was he Irish?
Okay, I know it was never explicitly stated that he was Irish, but come on. Magnus McGilded, he's not fucking British. Instantaneous kinesis, as in moving things with the click of the fingers?
That's right. It's just what my herbal blends need. A dash of devil may care.
I know devil may care is like the actual phrase, and that's where we get devil may cry from, because it's a play on that, but like I've never heard it used in a way that makes sense. I have genuinely no idea what devil may care is supposed to mean.
Should I get a bottled drink?
No.
Aw.
Devil may care.
Here's the definition of devil may care. Cheerful and reckless. Here's the definition of devil may care. Cheerful and reckless.
easygoing, carefree. Okay. Do you wanna finish up this scene while I find food?
I don't know how to do voices.
Don't do voices then. Just do regular.
Whatever the serious accident was exactly, it's clearly captured Iris's imagination. It's an unfortunate business. A large explosion engulfed the public experimentation stage, and a man lost his life.
Oh shit. That ain't good.
God, it's Danganronpa 3.
Which case?
Wasn't there a case where it was like a magic act?
Oh, yeah. I just wasn't sure what you meant.
A certain Mr. Odie Osman. His name's Assman now. An investor and a well-known figure in society.
What's the pun? Odiasman.
A large explosion?
Something sciencey, I'm sure.
A man died.
I'm so sad about this for some reason.
The man responsible for the experiment was Professor Albert Hairbrain.
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 Hairbrained. Why won't
I mean,
it give me
it's-
food?
Hmm?
I can't find food. It won't let me look at the food.
He was detained immediately after the incident and due to appear in court tomorrow. On the charge of murder.
The app is so bad.
What? Murder?
I'm
If you
sorry.
didn't take on.
I'm just gonna put this on the computer. I'm just gonna have to copy your order over.
That's fine.
If it will even let me access it, jeez. Yeah. Keep doing mobile is very good. How have we not even been going for an hour? Jeez.
Because I slept for 2.
Keep going.
If you intend to take on his defense, you should hurry to meet with him in prison. There is little time left for you to carry out any kind of investigation. Well, fuck me then.
Fuck, he actually said that for a second there.
Great expedition, a scientific experiment gone wrong, and murder?
Murder?
Filling out of my depths before I even started. Still. We should go to the prison and start right away and try to meet with this German professor, don't you think? Definitely. Ah, yes. One more thing about the case. There's a connection with our mutual acquaintance, the Reaper. No? With Lord Van Seeks. Ow. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, I wish.
Wish to examine.
Are we still talking to Strongheart? Are you fucking serious?
Oh, I just got a great idea. What is it? We could hide inside these stilts of armor and spy on the fog-washing monster to find out what he's really like. I don't have much interest in what Lord Strongheart is really like, though. Oh, please, it will be fine. You could be inside the left one, and I'll be on the right. You really want to have a go at the suit of armors, don't you? Now you're making fun of me because I'm a child, aren't you? I wasn't making fun of you at all. I'd like to have a go too.
I know I saw something. This is different though. They did not give this to me the other day. When I was looking at stuff.
You couldn't read all these books even if you were reincarnated 3 times over, as a bookworm. Oh, I know. So much reading material. I'm very envious.
This is expensive.
I really run out of things to read recently. It's because you read so fast. Perhaps little by little I could swap some of the books here with some from mine at home. I don't see why not. No one would notice, or at least I wouldn't, even if I was reincarnated 3 times over as a librarian. Lord Chief Justice Dusk. When you look at that, there's no mistaking Lord Strongheart's authority, is there? but the light from the window behind is far too bright. It would be very bad for the eyes. I hadn't thought of that. There are no curtains, that's for sure. What's more important? Having a desk with an air of authority or having eyes that work? I can't say I've ever considered it. After all, my little office barely has any light to speak of, and I haven't really seen my desk in a while.
You like cilantro?
Hmm?
You like cilantro?
The cogs of the giant clock are keeping time as usual with their steady rhythmic motion. It's really quite disturbing how little sound they make considering their massive size. Someone really brilliant must have designed it, and whoever maintains it must be very talented too. But I'm not entirely convinced it's even a clock. What? What about the huge clock face that forms the window over there? Some people just make machines that move for the fun of it, because they enjoy watching them. Rather like Hurley makes his rambling deductions just for the fun of it. Even if the outcome isn't quite right. Never mind all the trouble it gets others into along the way.
Oh, I didn't choose protein. That would probably be
Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen this? Reports of overwhelming success for the great exhibition course. No, not that. The story on the back page. What's the story? The Reaper's attack. Ah, that. You enjoy some victories in court against my #1 prosecutor, have you not? Oh, Mr. Reaper. What happened to him? He wasn't killed, was he?
Pinto beans are like refried beans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's no need for concern. Lord Vazik would not be so easy to dispatch, I assure you.
I might be getting the exact same thing as you.
Can you tell us what happened? I'd really love to know. Very well. If it interests you. It does, strangely. Ah! We get to see Lord Vazik's condition.
Hmm? Ah.
Hold on, I got up for a drink. Fortunately, Lord Vazik emerged from the attack unscathed. Ah, damn.
Up to 9? Fuck that. I'm getting everything.
Street ruffians are no match for the man. He's a very capable fighter. But that's incredible. They were armed with guns. Why was he attacked, though? Do we know? It related to events that occurred a month ago. A leader of one of the capital's criminal organization was indicted and prosecuted by Van Zieks. But the man was acquitted. I have no doubt large sums of money were involved behind the scenes. Large sums of money? A deplorable situation. Members of the jury were bribed, it seems. However, despite winning his freedom, the man in question met a dramatic end yesterday.
Oh, he was the guy that died?
But you're not suggesting that was the work of the Reaper, surely? The victim henchmen surely seem to think so. He was a man by the name of Assman. Mr. Audi Asman.
Assman, my old nemesis.
Did you say Asman? That's the man who died in the big explosion at the Great Exposition. We still need drinks.
Yeah.
You want to stop at like Aldi's and grab like? No wait, they'll be closed. We're gonna stop at the gas station. Hmm? Yes, known publicly as an investor, but in reality, the head of a significant criminal organization. Unbelievable. I wonder, can I ask you something, Lord Strongheart? Try me.
Alright, they're closed for today. Amazing.
Lovely.
They are not accepting... Oh my god. Okay, then... I'll try to take up. Okay, there we go. Alright, I guess I just... couldn't do... Whatever, it's fine. I couldn't do curbside for ASAP, but I could do pickup for ASAP, which is stupid.
Why do you use Lord Van Zeke as a prosecutor? Ooh, he's dealing with his watch. All the criminals who manage to get off in court then meet with the mysterious end outside the courtroom. And fearful of that fate, they seek to strike at Lord Van Zeke first. I know there's no evidence that he's actually is the Reaper in that sense, but still, something clearly is going on here. We find out he's the one who...
No, that's what I was gonna say.
I have Van Zeke work as prosecutor service for two reasons. Firstly, the man is the best prosecutor in Capital, bar none. And secondly, any deaths of criminals that have occurred outside the courtroom following a trial are nothing to do with him. But that doesn't make sense. How can you explain the ways so many have died and not by someone's hand? Van Zeke may have earned himself the moncure of the Reaper, but he is no killer. So he will continue to prosecute on behalf of the Crown.
The Crown.
Unless he wishes otherwise, of course. We're gonna find out that he's kind of been forced to be the prosecutor.
I mean, I'm sure.
Well, I must leave for my next engagement. I'm already 11 hours and 16 minutes late.
Oops.
My colleagues may starting to fidget. 11 hours late. That's
a
quite
lot.
something. The meeting already started and I'm back here for this engagement with you. So lateness was inevitable. Time stops for no man. I'm sure it stopped for me during those 12 solid arguments and 223 reasons.
Jesus.
Oh yes. What will I...
Stop dying.
He's trying to kill me now.
Oh,
Where will
no.
I find Lord Van Zeeks now? I wasn't even prosecuted by him. He was just killing me.
Alright, it'll be ready 8:26.
It is now 8:11.
Hold on. Where's my phone?
I don't know.
Is it over there?
Yep. I would assume in his office.
Alright, give that back.
Hang on. Right, I'll go and ask him about attack in person.
1 second. While I see how long it takes to get to Cadoba.
It's like right next to Kane's.
I know it's right next to Kane's. I know where it's at. I was trying to see how long is the drive. Okay, so at 8:21. I'll just have you leave, if that's okay with you.
Okay. I'm also gonna stop and pick up drinks.
Alright, that is
What would you like?
totally fine. Get Qdoba first because they close at 9.
Oh yeah, no. On my way back, I'll stop at like the gas station.
Don't go to the gas station. Oh, Aldi's is closed.
Mm-hmm. That's why I gotta do the gas station or something. I don't want that.
We don't have any drinks? No? Okay, I'll try to go tomorrow before I go to work. Would be nice and cheap. Yeah, try to pick up a 12-pack of Gatorade, but... or sorry, not a 12-pack. The 8-packs, the 12-ounce bottles, the ones that we usually get. But if they're over $6, don't get those because they're really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not an option, I'd say just get a couple of the liter bottles of something. Like chocolate milk. Would you be okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
Alright. I'll go ask him about the attack in person. Oh, by the way, what did I miss? Because I wasn't able to pay attention while you were playing.
So Lord Ranzik was attacked, but he was fine. He made a thing about, like, he's not a killer, even though he's been branded this, but we're like, yeah, but a lot of people have been killed, so someone must be doing it.
It could also just be a weird coincidence. Oh, I thought that was an N. Obviously, it's a 6 and Roman numerals upside down. For some reason, my brain went, this is a compass. When I saw that, I was like, that is north. Which doesn't even make sense.